Welcome you students. I come up with a question from action and reaction. So this is a question. Let me read out the question first so that you will get what it has been given here. A roller of weight 10 kilonewton rests on a smooth horizontal floor and is connected to the floor by the bar AC as shown in figure. Determine the force in the bar AC and reaction from floor. If the roller is subjected to a horizontal force of 5 kilonewton and an inclined force of 7 kilonewton as shown in the figure. Okay. Fine. So this is the given questions. This is the pictorial view of the question. So first take the given data. So here the force F1 is given, which is horizontal 5 kilonewton, and one more applied force is there which is inclined, and the force is I gonna take it as F2 and which is 7 kilonewton. 7 kilonewton. It's an inclined force, so I gonna take the theta 2, which is given here 45. So denote it as 45 degree. Okay. Any other terms are given in the diagram? No, right? So theta is there. Let us see and the what solution part. Okay, fine. Then to find what we have to find from the question. Look at this second line. Look at this second line. Here it is given, determine the force in the bar AC and reaction from the floor. Okay. Reaction and the force in the bar we need to identify. So bar here it is mentioned AC, right? AC. So it's a tension force. When any object or any string or rope or a bar which is connected between any of the two bodies, then there will be a tension force, tensile force. Okay. So in the introduction part we learned whenever we are coming across tension, we need to take outwards, right? Tension always moves from the considered point in outwards. So from the C point it gonna act outwards. So we need to consider in the bar AC tension force from C to A, that we need to find. And one more thing we need to find, the reaction from the floor. From the floor there will be a reaction. Whenever the body is having contact with a wall or floor or something else, any of the body, right? So here at the point B there is a contact. So there will be a reaction. That reaction must be identified, or B we need to identify. In the given data, if there is a body, the body definitely has its own self weight, right? That also we can include here. Okay. So weight of the body. So just consider here in the question given 10 kilonewton. So take in the given data 10 kilonewton. Okay. Move to the solution part. In the solution, first step is just take the free body diagram. Free body diagram. Free body diagram in the sense it's a graphical representation of all the forces which are acting on the body by isolating from the surface. Okay, fine. So for here, roller is there, just a roller. Center of the roller, it is been given as C, so I have taken. And when you are going for the free body diagram, in the action and reaction, there will be 4 kind of forces. Okay, there will be 4 kind of forces. One will be applied force. Applied force, and the second one will be weight, self weight, and the third one is reaction, and the fourth one will be tension or tensile force. Tension or tensile force. Okay, so these are the possible 4 forces can identify in the action and reaction problems. Okay, so look at this. So it is with the roller. Definitely this roller will have the weight which is given 10 kilonewton. Always consider the weight of the object will be directed just downwards. So here I am going to take the weight of this roller downwards from the center of the object. So I am going to denote something like this, 10 kilonewton. Applied force, that means given forces in the body. This one we have completed. Then move to the applied force. Applied force, one horizontal force is there and inclined force is there. Okay, horizontal force is just horizontally right side 5 kilonewton, no issue. And here we have the inclined force which is 45-degree inclined. So I can say this is how the force is directed, which is 7 kilonewton and the inclination is 45-degree. It is given in the question. So two things we have completed. And next possibility is the reaction. So check whether the object, the roller has any the contact with the floor or wall. So here is the floor. At the point B, there is a contact. So if you are having the contact point, then definitely there will be a reaction. Okay. So reaction, we know the reaction force will act towards the considered point. So here the particle is considered as C, right? This is C. So towards the C point, or the force will be just directed towards the point C. This is or B, reaction at B. See, the reaction force goes inwards to the point. And then any other reaction force is there? No. Then come to the tension force or tensile force. Tensile force will be experienced between the string, when the string or a rod or else a rope or else a bar connected between two bodies. So here between C and A, that means between the floor and the center of the the roller, there is a connection with the help of bar AC, right? So there will be a tension force. The tension force at C to A, this is how the tension force, and the tension force direction will be always outwards. Okay, reaction is the inward, self weight is the downwards, and the tension force is outwards. It comes from the out, it goes to outward, right? So here the tension force TCA. Look at this diagram. The bar is with the inclination 30 degree. With the floor, if I take it, it is with 30 degree. 30 degree. We have a knowledge. Parallel angle of forces are equal. That means to the horizontal there is a force something like this with 30 degree. If I draw a parallel line to this floor, if I draw the parallel lines something like this, I can say the parallel angles, the force with respect to the axis, force with respect to the x axis will be equal to the which is happening in the bottom. Okay, so keep it, remember always the parallel angle will be equal when you are having the forces. Okay, so if it is 30, then with respect to x axis, if you draw a parallel lines, this inclination will be 30 degree, right? And then any other force is possible here? No, right? All the force has been captured in the diagram. So now we are going to follow the resolution method in order to find the tension force and the reaction at B. Okay, so for that we need the horizontal components and vertical components. So in order to just get the observation of horizontal component and vertical components, just simplify the diagram by making into the quadrants. Okay, so I have drawn the XY axis. We know whenever the force is directed in the horizontally right side, it will be positive. When it is directed left side, it will be negative. For the vertical force, if the force is directed upward, it will be positive. And when it is directed downwards vertically, then it will be negative force. So think about the first quadrant. So there we have the horizontal force. So horizontal force I am going to take, it's just 5 kilonewton. It's a horizontal force. We could able to identify it's a horizontal. So let it be. And then there is an inclined force which is acting downwards, something like this. In this manner it is going. So it's an inclined force. There will be two components, partially vertical and partially horizontal. Since it is directed something like this, I can predict it is just moving downwards, vertically downwards. Since it is moving something like this, horizontally left side. So it can be horizontally left since it is moving something like this, and vertically down. Vertically down. Designate the magnitude. 7 into, it's a horizontal, so cos, what about the angle, which is 45 degree. Here comes vertical force, 7 sine, it's a vertical, so sine 45 degree. And here we have the vertical force which is directed downwards, so that also we can take, which is 10 kilonewton. 10 kilonewton. Then come to the next quadrant. Any other force is there? No. Come to the third quadrant. There is a force which is inclined 30 degree. So it is just being directed something like this. I can say, since it is a inclined force, partially vertical, partially horizontal. Since it is directed something like this, I can say it is going to be vertically down and horizontally left. So horizontally left and vertically down. For the horizontally left, I can designate the value as TCA. It's a horizontal, so cos angle with respect to x-axis is 30 degree. And here comes vertical force TCA sine 30 degree. For the vertical component, it's a sine. Come to the fourth quadrant. Here we have the vertical forces. So here the vertical force is directed something like this, which is reaction at B, just consider like this. Okay, so almost we have taken all the forces, and the next step is apply the equilibrium conditions, because we need to find the unknown forces, not the resultant and direction of forces. Just we need to find the unknown forces. Whenever we are going to solve the unknown forces, we need to apply the equilibrium condition. So here just apply equilibrium condition. Okay, so equilibrium condition in the sense summation of h is equal to 0, sum of vertical force is equal to 0, and the resultant force is equal to 0. Let's try to apply sum of horizontal force is equal to 0 first. Sum of horizontal force is 0. Just add all the horizontal force and make it as 0. Just see horizontal force in the sense, here in the first quadrant 5 kilonewton and 7 cos 45 degrees there. 5 kilonewton which is directed where? The right side, horizontal right. So it is a positive sign. So it carries positive sign, 5 kilonewton. And what about this 7 cos 45 degree, which is directed horizontally left? Horizontally left is a minus sign. So minus 7 cos 45 degree. Next, here we have the horizontal force, which is directed towards left. So it carries minus sign. So minus TCA cos 30 degree is equal to 0. Sum of horizontal force is equal to 0. Just try to simplify it. If I simplify, I can say I'm going to bring this TCA cos 30 to the next side. So it becomes TCA cos 30 degree. So it will become positive, minus will become positive, and 5 minus 7 cos 45 degree. Okay, do the simplification. TCA, we need TCA, right? So do the simplification. If you do the simplification, 5 minus 7 cos 45 degree divided by cos 30 degree. Cos 30 will come in the denominator. So if you just calculate this value in your calculator, you will get TCA as 0.058 kilonewton. Always we used to represent the units of force in Newton, but look at this question. All the forces in the question is represented in kilonewton. So we are giving a kilonewton for the TCA. Okay, tension at CA bar. Let us try to apply a summation of V. Sum of vertical force is equal to 0. Sum of vertical force is equal to 0. So that I hope you will get the reaction force at B. Okay. So try to take all the forces. What are the vertical forces are here? In the first quadrant, 7 sine 45 degree vertical force is there. And it is directed downwards. Downwards in the sense this sign is a minus. So minus 7 sine 45 degree. Okay. And here we have 10 kilonewton force which is directed downwards. Same way we need to specify minus. So which is 10. And any other vertical force here, TCA sine 30 degree which is directed downwards, that also carries a minus sign since it is going downwards. TCA sine 30 degree. What about the RB, reaction at B, which is moving upward? So which sign we need to give? Since it is upward, it is positive sign. So RB, reaction at B, which is equal to 0 at the equilibrium condition. So we are going to calculate RB. So take RB like this. I am going to take this RB to the next side so that RB becomes minus 7 sine. Sorry, I am going to take this RB to the next side so that what happens? The RB value will be minus, and here's minus 7 sine 45 degree minus 10 minus TCA sine 30 degree. Okay. If you do the calculation, what happens? If you do the calculation, I can say minus RB. Here all the values, that means force values are minus. So we can take the minus value common. So it becomes 7 sine 45 degree plus, we have taken the minus common, so plus 10 plus TCA sine 30 degree. This is the simplification of this step. So that this minus and minus get cancelled. If you just calculate this value directly in the calculator, you will get a value of reaction at B as 14.98 kilonewton. 14.98 kilonewton. So at last we can write the result as TCA is equal to 0.058 kilonewton and result for reaction at B is equal to 14.98 kilonewton. Okay. So I hope you understood when you are having such kind of questions in the reaction and action, how to determine the forces acting on the particle and how to find the unknown force, how to apply the equilibrium conditions and how to go with the procedure and all. Okay. Thank you so much.